Hey guys, so today I wanted to do kind of like a fun video that I don't think I've ever seen anyone do before. It's basically, I'm going to talk about like the most underrated highlighters that I really never see anybody talking about, and I feel like they deserve a lot more recognition than what they get. So I have a few here, and they range in prices from drugstore to high-end to kind of middle of the ground. So I'm going to talk about them, show you some swatches, and let's just get right into it. So the first one that I want to talk about is this one from Wet n Wild. Now, when I first saw this, I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't even like click on it to see details because I didn't even think it looked like a highlighter and it did not interest me. But when you swatch it, it just comes off as this really pretty like gold color. I'm really hoping the swatches are gonna show up, but it's just this very pretty gold metallic color, and it's just crazy because this was $5.99 and they're cruelty free, they're in the drugstore, and I'm just honestly shook at this. I've seen a few people talking about this, but I honestly do not think this gets the recognition that it deserves. Okay, so this one might cause some controversy, but all feelings for the person aside, Jeffree Star highlighters. I know they come in and out of being talked about. Like if he releases a new collection, people talk about it, but other than that, I really don't ever see a lot of people talking about it. This one is in the shade Ice Cold, and I'm really hoping the swatch came out okay. It does come off as a little chunky if you don't blend it out, but once it's blended out, it is just stunning. And if you're fair, this one is perfect for you. I have it on today, and it is just so stunning, and I'm just in love with it. These are $29. And there are a few places you can get them. You can get them from Beautylish, Beauty Bay, I believe, and his website. And they are such good quality. The only thing I have found though is that they get this hard layer on the top that you have to scrape off, which I actually had to do with mine. You can probably tell. But yeah, these are just such good highlighters, and you get so much for your money. And I don't think enough people are talking about this because I feel like they're too consumed with the person. There are other websites that you can buy this from without directly supporting him, so I feel like more people should be talking about these, and yeah, I love them. Okay, so the third highlighter that I want to talk about are these Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. Now, I see some people talking about these, but overall, not many people talk about these. And honestly, look at that. Why? Why is no one talking about them? These are relatively expensive for how much you get. You get 15 milliliters, and it is about, I think, $42. You can get these at Ulta and Sephora, but you honestly do not need a lot. I put so much on my hand, and that was for the swatch. But all you need is like one little drop. Like, this is a dropper. Literally all you need to do is just drop it once, and it's just crazy because the pigmentation in these is just phenomenal, and I love to mix these with my foundation, and it is just beautiful, and it goes really well as a liquid highlight under powder. It goes really well with mixing foundation. I just love it all together, and I really don't think enough people are talking about this. So the last highlighter that I want to talk about is one that, actually, no, there's more highlighters that I want to talk about. What am I doing? So the next highlighter that I want to talk about is one that I know some people kind of love or hate, but this one is a subtle highlight, I think. It's buildable, definitely, but it is more on the subtle side. Here is a swatch, and I hope that's going to come out okay. This is definitely a subtle highlight, but it is buildable, and it gives you from like that glow from within look. So it is not one that you're gonna be seen from Mars from. But this is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter, And this is without the top layer scratched. That could also be why it's more subtle, but I have worked through this a little bit, and so the pigment is still coming through, but the highlighter as a whole is not meant to be super, super blinding, I find. And these are $4.99, I believe, and they are just so pretty, and it gives you a very nice metallic, not metallic, but like, it is very shiny and metallic if you build it up, but it's just so pretty, and I often see this getting a lot of heat because people don't scrape off the top layer, and I feel like that's the person who buys its fault, not the product itself. So I feel like this product gets a bad rep for people's mistakes, if that makes sense. One of the next highlighters that I'm talking about is, I literally never hear anybody talking about this, and I don't understand why. It's from Tarte. It's their Amazonian clay highlighters, and I don't understand why not many people are talking about this, because the swatch is just insane. Like, this one is in the shade Stunner, and this one is more of a rose gold highlight, but I know they have like one specifically called like a rose gold one, but I have the exposed one as well, and both of these are just so pretty, and I just honestly don't understand why no one talks about these. They're, I think, $29, the same as their blushes. I have 2 of those blushes as well, but the highlighters are just super metallic and blinding. I'm hoping that swatch is showing up too. But yeah, honestly, like, I'm second to final highlight that I'm gonna talk about. I have so many highlighters, it's ridiculous. Is this one from Wet n Wild as well. This one is their Mega Glow Original Powder Highlighter. This one is in the shade Blossom Glow, and this one is more of a soft pink color. They came out with new shades, and the other ones were originally way too dark for my fair skin tone. They came out with these new colors. I was very excited, and honestly, these are just so beautiful. They're $4.99. I hear people talking about them on and off, but I really do not feel these get the recognition that they deserve, and I know I've probably said that about every single highlighter in this video, but honestly, like, these highlighters are so good. Next, and the final highlight, is this palette from Laura Geller, however you say it, I think it's Geller, is beautiful, first of all, and I think this is a really nice way for people to try out highlighters without paying full price for one single one. So props to this company for coming out with this. But these colors are just super pretty, and I never hear anybody talking about Laura Geller highlighters, and I don't understand why. Now I'm going to do some swatches. The first one that I'm going to do is this one, Peach Glow. Hoping it's coming across on camera. It is just super, it's like a pinky peach color, and this is beautiful for a flush of color. I feel like this would do really well as like a illuminating blush too, which I think is awesome. The next one in the middle is called Gilded Honey, and I know Tati has talked about this, and that's what made me buy this. But look at that highlight. I honestly love Gilded Honey. And I also love that if you're fair, you can use it too. When I first got this, I was honestly like kind of terrified because it looked like a very golden color, and very vibrant golds do not go with fair skin tones. So I was honestly like terrified. It is beautiful. Honestly, like, it is super stunning. This last shade in here is called Ballerina, and this one is darker than Gilded Honey, so I don't think I'll be able to use this that often unless I'm using it as an eyeshadow. I could do that. That is the swatch. This one is more of a bronze color, and even though I can't use it on my cheeks for a highlight, I think this would be gorgeous on anyone with a darker skin tone than me. And honestly, I just love the fact that you get 3 of them. Even though they are little sizes, these will last you such a long time. It's crazy. And I never hear anybody talking about Laura Geller highlighters. And I honestly, like, after buying this little palette to try them out, I'm confused as to why, because they're just so pigmented and metallic, and it's just mind-blowing because I think these are the final ones. I keep finding more highlighters that I want to talk about, so yeah. These ones are for the people that prefer a more loose pigment type highlighter, and these are actually one of the first highlighters that I got. Smolder Cosmetics. The little tin looks like this. These are $8 a piece, and you get so much product. You get 0.12 ounces, which is 3.5 grams. These are the two shades that I have. I have Opal and I have Pixie Dust. This side is called Opal. It is a blue, purple, gold shift. It comes off as yellow gold on the skin, but it shifts like a blue lavender. The people who like the Moonchild palette or the Aurora palette from Anastasia, this is very similar to that kind of highlight. And then this one on this side is Pixie Dust, and it is a white pink, baby pink color. It is just so finely milled that you only need such a tiny bit to get the blinding glow that you want. I do have another one of the custom enhancer drops, and this one is in the shade Celestial. I think that's how you say it. And this one is more of a pink pearlescent kind of color. This one is better for very fair skin tones like myself, but I can still use Moonlight. But this one's a lot more like lighter. I love both of the Cover FX highlighters. I think, again, they're both very not talked about enough. And yeah. You know what, guys? No, I have another highlighter. What is wrong with me? I think I have more highlighters than like anything. Okay. The final highlight, the final one, is this one from Anastasia. It's their Liquid Glow. This one is in the shade Perla, and the healthy I drink water glow. So if you don't drink water and you want a glow that says you drink water, this one's for you. But yeah, guys, so that was all the highlighters that I think are very underrated, and I will leave links to all of them linked down below for you in case you saw one that you are interested in. And definitely go and check out Smolder Cosmetics. This video is not sponsored by any means, but I just feel like they deserve a lot more recognition than what they get. And yeah, I really appreciate you watching this video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like videos like this. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.